distinguished guests. Distinguished invités, bonjour. My name is Hugues Baudouin-Dumouchel, and I will be your Master of Ceremony for this historic event, the inaugural ceremony of the 2022-2026 Ottawa City Council. Je m'appelle Hugues Baudouin-Dumouchel, je serai ce matin votre maître de cérémonie tout au long de cette matinée historique. La cérémonie d'assermentation du Conseil municipal d'Ottawa 2022-2026. Before the formal proceedings begin, I would like to acknowledge and thank the trio from the Ottawa Symphony Orchestra who performed the musical prelude this morning. It's good practice because I'm sure there will be many more rounds of applause this morning. Sur ce, commençons la cérémonie. Mesdames et messieurs, ceux et celles qui le peuvent sont priés de se lever pour l'arrivée du cortège officiel. At this time, I ask those who can to please stand for the arrival of the official party.
Prepare to pose.
Right, turn. By the center. Quick, march.
Please be seated. Je vous invite à vous asseoir. It's important to begin this morning's ceremony by acknowledging that Ottawa is located on the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation. I would like to honor the land and the peoples of the Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation, whose ancestors have lived on this territory for millennia, and whose culture and presence have nurtured and continue to nurture this land. Je tiens ici à rendre hommage à tous les membres des Premières Nations, aux Inuits et aux Métis, à leurs aînés et à leurs ancêtres.
It's important to begin the morning by acknowledging that Ottawa is located on the unceded territory of Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation.
and Chief of the Algonquins of Pikwakanagan First Nation, Wendy Jocko, to come forward and deliver this morning's territorial honor.
Kakna. Oops. Miigwech Jibayeg Andre Namgong. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here today. I would like to welcome you to our beautiful, unceded, and unsurrendered territory of the Algonquin and Anishinaabe people. We have been here since time immemorial, and it is interesting to vision what the future looks like as we reflect back, and it brings us to where we are right now, and it's a beautiful thing. Oops. My apologies. My book is backwards. Mayor-elect Mark Sutcliffe and councillors-elect, congratulations to you, your families, and your communities. I am honored to be here with you during your inauguration ceremony and to bear witness to the work that you will do into the future. The torch is now carried by you in the National Capital Region, and the Algonquin and Anishinaabe Nation looks forward to working with you as we move into the future and work on our common objectives to continue on the path of reconciliation. Miigwech.
Your Worship, visiting dignitaries and representatives of neighboring municipalities, member of Ottawa City Council, staff, family members, friends, and members of the public. Pajashin, Kakina, Tunisia, Gnongong. Welcome and bienvenue to everyone here today. Anishinaabe Akin Ateawaso Kikanawa Digikon. This land we're upon is the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. This we know. It is a great honor and a pleasure to welcome you to Algonquin territory, which has been blessed by the Creator with many gifts. I am pleased to be invited to deliver this short welcome address. The Algonquins of Pikwakanagan First Nation salute Ottawa's longest-serving mayor, Jim Watson, for your outstanding career in political office. Your dedication to the well-being of Ottawa residents and to the community at large is an immense accomplishment and truly your legacy. Your dedication to reconciliation and ensuring that the Algonquin people continue to establish their rightful presence within the nation's capital is both welcome and applauded. We are proud of the close relationship with the City of Ottawa and are encouraged by your support of our Urban Reserve Initiative. I wish you and your family all the best for a well-deserved and happy retirement. To the members of the last council, I am sure your cumulative experience and service to the community of Ottawa exceeds 100 years. Throughout your tenure, you've provided strength and leadership to the constituents of the City of Ottawa. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done. To the new members of City Council, we wish you luck as you transition to your new role, and the Algonquins of Pikwakanagan First Nation look forward to collaborating closely with you as our representatives, colleagues, and friends to ensure that, rather than being relegated to the far reaches or to the reserve lands, the Algonquin people take a rightful place in Ottawa and the global community. Ilyu nama awenan, maba, nesema, minwa naodewananan. We offer our prayers, tobacco, and our hearts. Miigwech, thank you, merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Grand Chief McGregor and Chief Jocko, for that beautiful welcome and those important words. It is now my distinct privilege to invite Mayor-elect Mark Sutcliffe to come forward to be sworn in by Her Worship Louise Logue, Justice of the Peace. Following his swearing in, Mayor-elect Sutcliffe will officially sign his declaration of office. Je souhaite maintenant inviter le maire élu Mark Sutcliffe à s'avancer pour être assermenté par Madame la juge Louise Logue. Après son assermentation,
Mayor-elect Mark Sutcliffe will be sworn in by Her Worship Louise Logue. Following his swearing in, he will officially sign his declaration of office.
Good morning. It's truly an honor to do this. I'd ask you to repeat after me, please, and say, I, Mark Sutcliffe,
I, Mark Sutcliffe,
having been elected or appointed to the office of mayor
having been elected or appointed to the office of mayor
in the municipality of Ottawa,
in the municipality of Ottawa,
do solemnly promise and declare
do solemnly promise and declare
that I will truthfully, faithfully, and impartially
that I will truthfully, faithfully, and impartially
exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability.
I have not received and will not receive any payment
I have not received and will not receive any payment
or reward or promise thereof
or promise thereof
for the exercise of this office
for the exercise of this office,
in a biased,
biased,
corrupt,
corrupt,
or in any other improper manner.
or in any other improper manner.
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
I will disclose any pecuniary interest,
direct or indirect,
direct or indirect,
in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
to His Majesty King Charles III,
to His Majesty King Charles III.
and I make this solemn promise and declaration
I make this solemn promise and declaration,
conscientiously believing it to be true
conscientiously believing it to be true,
and knowing that it is of the same force
knowing that it is of the same force
and effect as if made under oath.
as if made under oath.
Je, Mark Sutcliffe,
I, Mark Sutcliffe, having been elected or appointed to the office of mayor
Nommé au poste de maire
dans la municipalité
in the municipality of Ottawa,
d'Ottawa,
promet et déclare
do
solennellement
solemnly promise and declare
déclare solennellement
que je m'acquitterai fidèlement
that I will truly, faithfully,
fidèlement
et impartialement
and impartially
de mes fonctions
exercise this
au mieux de mes
office
connaissances
to the best of my
et de
knowledge
mes compétences,
and my ability.
que je n'ai reçu ni ne
I have not
recevrai
received nor will receive
recevrai
dans le cadre de ces fonctions
any payment or reward
aucun paiement,
or promise thereof
paiement,
aucune récompense,
aucune récompense
ni aucune promesse
for the exercise of this
qui
office
serait de nature partiale,
in a
de
biased,
nature partielle,
frauduleuse,
frauduleuse,
corrupt,
illégitime,
or any other improper
de
manner.
quelque autre façon,
de quelque autre façon,
que je déclarerai
I will disclose
tout intérêt pécuniaire,
any pecuniary interest,
direct ou indirect,
direct or indirect,
conformément à la loi
in accordance
conformément à la loi
sur les conflits d'intérêts
with
municipaux,
the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
municipal.
que je jure fidélité et sincère à
I will be
l'allégeance,
faithful and bear true allegiance
fidélité,
Fidélité et sincère
allégeance,
allégeance
à Sa Majesté
to His Majesty
Charles,
King Charles III.
à Sa Majesté Charles III.
et je fais cette déclaration
And I make
solennelle,
this solemn promise and declaration,
Cette déclaration solennelle,
la croyant consciencieusement,
conscientiously believing it
vraie et sachant
to be true
et sachant
and
qu'elle a
knowing
la même force
qu'elle a
that it is of the same force and effect
que si elle était
as if
faite sous serment,
made under oath,
que si
que
elle était faite
que si elle était faite
sous
as if
serment.
it made under oath.
Merci, Madame la Juge. I would now like to invite Mr. Rick O'Connor, City Clerk, to officially present Mayor Sutcliffe with the chain of office.
She lost it, I heard.
The chain of office of the City of Ottawa, Your Worship. La chaîne de fonction de la Ville d'Ottawa, Monsieur le Maire. Congratulations.
His Worship, Mark Sutcliffe, Mayor of the City of Ottawa. En votre honneur. I will now invite Her Worship Louise Logue to come forward once again, this time for the collective swearing-in of the elected councillors. J'invite donc Madame la Juge Louise Logue à s'avancer pour l'assermentation collective des conseillers élus. Please rise to be sworn in and repeat the words written in the Declaration of Office as spoken by Her Worship Louise Logue in both official languages. Veuillez vous lever comme vous l'avez fait pour l'assermentation et répéter la déclaration d'entrée en fonction prononcée par Madame la Juge Louise Logue dans les deux langues officielles.
Thank you. Morning. Congratulations to all of you. I'll start by asking you to state your name. Once I say I, then you state your name, okay? All right, so collectively, I. All right, thank you. Having been elected or appointed to the office of councillor in the municipality of Ottawa, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive any payment or reward or promise thereof for the exercise of this office in a biased, corrupt, or in any other improper manner. I will disclose any pecuniary interest, direct or indirect, in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act. I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to His Majesty King Charles III. And I make this solemn promise and declaration, conscientiously believing it to be true and knowing that it is of the same force and effect as if made under oath. Okay, now Algonquin? No. Now in French.
I have been elected or appointed to the office of councillors in the municipality of Ottawa, do solemnly promise and declare that I will truly, faithfully, and impartially exercise this office to the best of my knowledge and ability. I have not received and will not receive for the exercise of this office any payment or reward or promise thereof,
serait de nature partiale, frauduleuse,
that would be biased in a biased, corrupt, or any other improper manner.
que je déclarerai
I will disclose
tout intérêt pécuniaire,
any pecuniary interest,
direct ou indirect,
direct or indirect,
par la loi sur les conflits d'intérêts,
in accordance with the Municipal Conflict of Interest Act.
que je jure fidélité,
I will be faithful
sincère allégeance
and bear true allegiance
à Sa Majesté le Roi
to His Majesty King Charles III.
Merci. Et je fais cette déclaration solennelle
And I make this solemn promise and declaration,
consciencieusement,
conscientiously believing
vrai, et
it
sachant
to be true and knowing
même force
that it is of the same force and
que
effect
si elle était faite sous serment.
as if made under oath.
Félicitations.
Congratulations. You can remain seated until I call you to sign your own oath of office.
Your oath of office. I will now call each member of council to come forward in order to sign their oath of office. Donc, je vais maintenant appeler chaque
Membre du conseil qui devra s'avancer par ordre de numéro de quartier pour signer la déclaration d'entrée en fonction. Please note, councillors Laura Dudas and Clark Kelly were unable to attend today's ceremony. There will be no oath signing for Ward 2 and 5. And I invite Matthew Luloff to come forward, representing Orleans East Cumberland Ward, Quartier Orléans Est, Cumberland. Councillor Luloff has now taken his official seat at the council table. David Hill, representing Barhaven West Ward, Quartier Barhaven West. Councillor Hill has now taken his official seat at the council table. Kathy Curry, representing Kanata North Ward, Quartier Kanata Nord. Councillor Curry has now taken her official seat at the council table. Glenn Gower, representing Stittsville Ward, représentant le quartier Stittsville. Councillor Gower has now taken his official seat at the council table. Teresa Kavanagh, representing Bay Ward, Quartier B. Councillor Kavanagh has now taken her official seat at the council table. Lane Johnson, representing College Ward, Quartier Collège. Councillor Johnson has now taken her official seat at the council table. Sean Devine, representing Knoxdale Merivale Ward, Quartier Knoxdale Merivale. Councillor Devine has now taken his official seat. Jessica Bradley, representing Gloucester Southgate. Tierney, representing Beacon Hill-Sirville Ward, Quartier Beacon Hill-Sirville. Stéphanie Plante, représentante du quartier Rideau-Vallée. Vient officiellement de prendre place à la table du Conseil. Ralston King, representing Rideau-Rothick Ward, Quartier Rideau-Rothick. Councillor King has now taken his official seat at the council table. Ariel Troster, representing Somerset Ward, Quartier Somerset. Councillor Troster has now taken her official seat at the council table. Jeff Leeper, representing Kitchissippi Ward, Quartier Kitchissippi. Councilman is now taking his official seat at the council table. Lauren Blackington, representing River Ward. Councillor Menard is now taking his official seat at the council table. Marty Carr, representing Alta Vista Ward, Quartier Alta Vista. Councillor Carr has now taken her official seat at the council table. Catherine Kitts, representing Orleans South Raven Ward, Quartier Orléans Sud, Raven. Councillor Kitts has now taken her official seat at the council table. George Darouz, representing Osgood Ward, Quartier Osgood. Councillor Darouz has now taken his official seat at the council table. David Brown, representing Rideau Jock Ward, Quartier Rideau Jock. Councillor Brown has now taken his official seat at the council table. Steve Desroches, representing Riverside South, Findlay Creek Ward, Quartier Riverside Sud, Findlay Creek. Councillor Desroches has now taken his official seat at the council table. Alan Hubley, representing Kanata South Ward, Quartier Kanata Sud. Councillor Hubley has now taken his official seat at the council table. Wilson Lowe, representing Barhaven East Ward, quartier Barhaven Est. Councillor Lowe has now taken his official seat at the council table. I now invite His Worship Mark Sutcliffe to also take his seat at the council table. J'invite son honneur, Mark Sutcliffe, à prendre également place à la table du conseil.
I now invite His Worship Mark Sutcliffe to also take his seat at the council table.
Term. Je présente, mesdames, messieurs, les membres du Conseil municipal d'Ottawa pour le mandat 2022-2026.
It is my honor to introduce the Ottawa City Council for the 2022-2026 term. Please join me in congratulating them with a warm round of applause.
There are two current Ottawa Poet Laureates, one anglophone et un francophone, each appointed to serve a 2-year term with a mandate to act as Ottawa's artistic ambassadors to promote the literary arts and to advance Ottawa's unique voice in the world. Reciting The Wish, a piece he specifically wrote for today's ceremony, is our English language laureate Albert Dumont, followed by the recital of Le Souhait, translated by Gilles Latour, French language laureate. You can find the text of both pieces in today's program. Vous trouverez les deux versions du poème dans le programme d'aujourd'hui, M. Dumont, puis M. Latour.
Both versions are in today's program.
The wish in the never-surrendered homeland of the Anishinaabe Algonquin, at the place where the Geechee-Seepee flows. The memories of ancient waters rise from the mist of a Kikojuan and spread like healing medicine across our sacred land. For it is at the time after the wise moon of autumn season instructed leaf-bearing trees to don their finest dress and present themselves to the sun, the wind, and stars as messengers of traditional ways of knowing, bringing the lore of the valley's original people to the place where elected officials make a vow to their voters, testing their strength of their promises. And people of good heart step forward to place a wish into the center of their circle. May the teaching stories, they say, of the people of the Algonquin Nation become as the song of encouragement to elected leaders, reminding them of the birch bark canoe floating on the great river of life, where every voice is heard, every voice respected, and recognized that in the forest of the human heart, no tree is greater than any other. No group nor any human being more worthy of dignity and tribute over that of any other. whether it be the wealthiest citizens living in the grandest homes or the broken homeless people sleeping on city sidewalks. We wish you Godspeed, Mayor and councillors, and success in all your future duties. Miigwech.
Le souhait.
The wish. In the never-surrendered homeland of the Anishinaabe, Algonquin, at the place where the Kichizibi flows, the memories of ancient waters rise in the mist of Akikojiwan and spread like healing medicine across our sacred land. For it is at a time after a wise moon of autumn season instructed leaf-bearing trees to don their finest dress and present themselves to the sun, wind, and stars as messengers of traditional ways of knowing, bringing the lore of the valley's original people to the place where elected officials make a vow to their voters, testing the strength of their promises. And people of good heart step forward to place a wish in the center of their circle. May the teaching stories they say of the people of the Algonquin Nation become as the song of encouragement to the elected leaders, reminding them of the birch bark canoe floating on the great river of life, where every voice is heard, every voice respected and recognized. That in the forest of the human heart, no tree is greater than any other, no group nor human being more worthy of dignity and tribute over that of any other, whether it be the wealthiest citizens living in the grandest homes or the broken homeless people sleeping on the city sidewalks. We wish you Godspeed, Mayor and councillors, and success in all your future duties. And thank you, Albert, for this wonderful poem.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dumont, for that moving poem.
Thank you very much for this wonderful translation of this poem. Thank you.
Mark Sutcliffe, Mayor of the City of Ottawa, to come forward and deliver his inaugural address.
Maire de la ville d'Ottawa, à s'avancer.
And now invite Mark Sutcliffe, His Honour, to pronounce his speech, inaugural speech. Thank you so much.
I'll start by acknowledging that Ottawa is located on the unceded territory of the Anishinaabe Algonquin Nation. I'd like to honor the land and the peoples of the Anishinaabe
Algonquin Nation, whose ancestors have lived on this territory for millennia, and whose culture and presence have nurtured and continue to nurture this land. Mesdames et messieurs, c'est le plus grand...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the greatest honor of my life to be the mayor of my
hometown.
Of my home.
Ottawa has been so good to me and to my family. Today I'm filled with gratitude to be entrusted with this great responsibility and to have the opportunity to serve the people of Ottawa for the next 4 years. Je tiens à féliciter tous les membres.
I want to congratulate all members of the previous council. Thank you so much for your years of service to our city.
Members of Ottawa City Council, thank you for your many years of service to our city. and to Jim Watson, the
longest-serving mayor in Ottawa's history. I want to express on behalf of the people of Ottawa extraordinary gratitude. Nobody has ever or will ever again devote more time and energy to the job of mayor. Merci à Jim Watson. Fellow members of this new Ottawa City Council, it feels a little strange that you're behind me as I speak to you, but I want to say my heartfelt congratulations. We are so fortunate to have 13 re-elected councillors who will bring their experience and wisdom to the next term. Despite all the unprecedented challenges of the past few years, you have put your names forward again to serve our community one more time. I'm grateful for the opportunity to work with all of you. Je suis reconnaissant de l'occasion qui m'est offerte.
I'm very grateful to be able to work with you once again.
The 11 newly elected representatives who have been sworn in today. You can now officially drop the word elect from your titles.
I was often asked during the campaign about the prospect of so many new faces on City Council, and my answer was always the same. I am deeply impressed by the wealth of community experience that all of you bring to the job. Among the 11 new councillors are a former city councillor, several who have worked in government, including for the City of Ottawa, and others who have led community groups and associations. You're all going to bring the value of your experience to your new jobs, and City Council and our entire community will be stronger for it. Congratulations to all of you. And to all 24 fellow members of council, I want to remind you that a lot of people talk about running for office. A small number actually do it, and only a few are successful. So congratulations to all of you. You should be very proud today, and so should your families. With us today are many of your parents and your children, your siblings, your other family members and friends, all of whom have shaped your lives and your perspectives and have been an enormous part of your journey. So, merci et félicitations à vos familles aussi.
So thank you to all of you and your families.
Speaking of families, I'm just going to mention that my in-laws
Are here today, and it's their wedding anniversary. So congratulations to Brian and Donna. Not how they pictured spending their wedding anniversary a few months ago, but this is how it's turned out. Ottawa est unique parmi les...
Ottawa is unique among the capitals of the G7. We are a younger city, less populated, not as big or as historical as many historical capitals such as Rome, Paris, or London. We do not have the density, and we certainly don't have the kind of nightlife you see in Berlin or in Tokyo.
And less populous city. We're not as big or as historic as capitals like London, Paris, and Rome.
And maybe we don't have the density or the nightlife of Tokyo or Berlin. But Ottawa is so many things that other cities are not, and we have so much incredible potential and such opportunity. We often hear about two Ottawas. There are a number of different divisions that people sometimes refer to. There's the distinction between the parliamentary Ottawa and the local community. There's the downtown and the suburbs and rural areas. Some people see these distinctions as threats or risks or fault lines. I think they are strengths. I see them as what make Ottawa unique and special. There is no other city in Canada like Ottawa. There is no other place that is as big or as big-hearted. There is no other city that combines the character of our rural villages and the culture of our historic downtown. There is no other community that brings together French and English and Indigenous people, along with descendants of every part of the world in such a rich cultural mosaic.
Il n'y a pas d'autre communauté qui rassemble des francophones et des anglophones.
There are no other community that have francophones and anglophones, as well as aboriginals, as well as people from all the regions of the world in a cultural, such a rich cultural mosaic. Ottawa is Canada in one city. It's a warm and welcoming place. It's a thoughtful and caring community. Alors, Ottawa, c'est le Canada dans une ville. C'est un endroit chaleureux et accueillant. C'est une communauté attentionnée et bienveillante. Toute ma vie, tout au long de ma carrière de journaliste et surtout cette année, pendant et après la campagne électorale, j'ai vu de nombreux exemples de la bonté et la générosité des résidents d'Ottawa. J'ai vu à quel point
There are many ways to divide our city. There is only one way to unite it. And that's by getting everyone working together toward a common purpose. Unfortunately, we've witnessed a disturbing trend in politics. There are, more than ever, people who view the future as a choice between one team and another, between competing ideologies, between black and white. They see it as either or. For them, it's a battle where one ideology wins and the other loses. It's a zero-sum game. It's us versus them. They want their team to win. But I don't want to win the battle. I don't want there to be a battle at all. I want to work with everyone, not just the people who agree with me, because I want Ottawa to win, all of Ottawa. I'm not on any team within Ottawa. I'm on Team Ottawa. Je veux qu'Ottawa gagne. Tout Ottawa.
I want Ottawa to win, all of Ottawa. I'm not part of any team in Ottawa. I am Team Ottawa.
Les élections sont terminées.
Elections are over now. We were all faced with difficult battles, and each of us has succeeded. It's now up to us, each and every one of us at City Council, to represent not only the people who voted for us, but all the residents of the city.
The election is over. We all faced tough battles, and each of us was successful. It's now up to us, each of us on City Council, to represent not just those who voted for us, but all residents of the City of Ottawa. We're not going to solve the challenges of tomorrow by continuing the divisive tactics that we're seeing more and more often in politics. Let's work together. Let's focus on the success of all of Ottawa. Let's build Team Ottawa. Now, look, there's no doubt as we start this next term of council, we face many challenges. We need to fix our light rail system. Public transit ridership is still not back to pre-pandemic levels. We must take action to fight climate change and protect our green spaces. We have serious financial obstacles as we finalize budgets. We have a growing affordability crisis in our community. We have economic challenges, including inflation and a possible recession. We have an increasing number of homeless people in our community. Our population is growing, and we aren't building housing quickly enough. We have to find solutions to achieve growth that is sustainable and affordable. Ne sous-estimons pas la tâche à accomplir.
Let's not underestimate what we have to do, and let's not underestimate what we can accomplish together.
Let's not underestimate the task ahead, but let's not underestimate what we can accomplish together. Imagine the Ottawa we could build if we make the right decisions over the next 4 years. This is the opportunity to set the stage for a better and brighter future for everyone. Think of the possibilities. More affordable and supportive housing throughout our city so that we're actually winning and not losing the affordability battle. A new world-class hospital that is saving and extending our lives. A dramatic change in the number of vulnerable people living in our community So there are fewer homeless, fewer lives impacted by mental illness and substance use disorder, less food insecurity, and perhaps one day we can help the Ottawa Food Bank achieve its goal of being out of business. Practical solutions that address climate change, including net zero buildings and more electric vehicle charging stations. A public transit system that works for everyone. A revitalized downtown with more housing, cultural activities, attractions, and events. A newly restored Byward Market that is once again the jewel of the city that it was for almost 200 years. A strong economy that attracts and retains the best, brightest, and most creative people to Ottawa. More music and live events, more culture and diversity, more great food and nightlife. Previous generations and leaders have given us a great foundation to build on. We are and can continue to be a community that is smart and innovative, green and clean, vibrant and appealing, safe and prosperous, diverse and inclusive, a city that works for everyone. Because our greatest resource, our greatest asset, is our people. The people of Ottawa are kind and thoughtful. They're engaged and invested in the city and its future. There is truly nothing that we, the people of Ottawa, can't accomplish if we are working together. There's
truly nothing that we, the people of Ottawa, can't accomplish if we work together. It won't be easy, but no matter how difficult it is, I can promise you that as your mayor, I will work hard every day to offer a better city to everyone. I will show respect to everyone, even the people that don't agree with me on everything. I'll do my best to work with everyone because my goal is not to build a political career. My goal is to build a better city.
It won't be easy, but no matter how challenging it will be, I promise you, as your mayor, I will work hard every single day to deliver a better city for everyone. I will respect everyone, even the people who don't agree with me about everything. I will pour my heart and soul into making our city better and stronger. I will do everything possible to work with everyone because my goal is not to build a political career. My goal is to build a better city. Let's all make a pledge to each other and to all the people of Ottawa, especially the ones who have not had the advantages that so many of us in this room, including myself, have had. No matter where you live, no matter where you come from, no matter who you love, no matter what challenges and struggles you face, you will flourish in a city that is kind and generous, a city that is warm and welcoming, a city that truly has opportunity for all. A city that looks after its most vulnerable, a city that aims higher. If we put partisanship and ideology aside, if we build on what we have in common, if we stay focused on the city that we want for our children and our grandchildren, the decisions will not always be easy, but the right answers will be clear. Si nous mettons de côté la partisanerie et
if we set aside partisanship and ideology aside, if we build on what we have in common, if we stay focused on the city we want for our children and grandchildren, the decisions will not always be easy, but the right answers will be clear.
In this time of urgency and immediacy and distractions and diversions, it's hard. It's hard to remain focused on a long-term vision. But if we commit to the next 20 years and not to the next 20 minutes, if we focus on social progress and not social media, if we focus on diversity and not division, we can truly build a better future for everyone. Because the future belongs to those who dare to dream. The future belongs to those who choose to create it. The future belongs to those who prepare for it every day. The future belongs to those who work hard and work together. Mesdames et messieurs,
Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, members of council, friends and neighbors, I sincerely believe, and I say with hope and optimism, with gratitude and humility, with energy and anticipation, the future belongs to Ottawa.
fellow members of council, friends and neighbors, I believe in my heart, and I say with hope and optimism, with gratitude and humility, with energy and anticipation, the future belongs to Ottawa. Merci. Thank you.
Merci, Votre Honneur. As this morning's ceremony...
Thank you.
Following the ceremony, where you can also sign the official guest registry.
Je vous rappelle que vous êtes dès à présent invité à une réception à la place Jean Piggott, où vous pourrez signer le registre officiel des invités. A special thanks to our partner at Rogers Television Ottawa for their production of today's presentation. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the Cameron Highlanders of Ottawa, Duke of Edinburgh's own, the Ottawa Fire, Paramedic, Police, and Bylaw and Regulatory Services for providing the members of the Honour Guard, the Colour Party, and the Piper for today's ceremony. Lastly, I would like to thank Orchestra, who performed the opening fanfare as the official party was arriving this morning. J'aimerais remercier Orchestra, qui a interprété la pièce d'ouverture à l'arrivée du parti officiel ce matin. You think they're great, but wait till you hear this. Orchestra is an Ottawa-based charitable social development program that empowers kids from underserved communities by teaching life skills through singing and playing music together. With a passionate belief in the transformative power of music, Orchestra began 15 years ago with 27 children. Today, it has grown to include over 650 children and youth from 62 cultural and linguistic backgrounds and has become a world-class example of why music is called the universal language. Thank you so much. In fact, Orchestra will also be performing the national anthem for us in just a few moments. So this concludes our ceremony this morning. Thank you for making this presentation absolutely memorable. J'invite maintenant ceux et celles qui le peuvent à se lever pour entonner l'hymne national et à rester debout pendant que le parti officiel quittera la pièce. I now invite those who can to please rise for the singing of the national anthem and remain standing for the departure of the official party. Ladies and gentlemen, mesdames, messieurs, good afternoon, bon après-midi.
For